Thank you again for being here tonight to celebrate our first 15 years, and please do make a personal commitment to support us for the next 15 and beyond. Thank you for your support. I would now like to introduce my friend Eric Hopkins. Eric is a native North Haven resident and an artist, and he's here tonight. He reached out to me this summer wanting to show his support for LifeFlight, and he's here to tell you a little story and talk to you about his very special gift. Eric, come on up.
Thank you. First of all, I'd like to say happy birthday, LifeFlight. 15 years. 15 years, you're just getting started. Adolescence. I want to do something as a tribute to the North Haven EMTs specifically, and to the memory of my son Evan, who died in a truck wreck on North Haven, March 26 this year. Unfortunately, he was beyond help, and also, unfortunately, LifeFlight was not available. They were busy. So I thought, what can I do? It really made an awareness of there's a real problem here, and we need to fill a void. So thank you for being able to let us think about this. As I was hearing some of the talks, I realized how important flight is to all of us here, especially at the museum. And a little fact that I don't know if too many people know, but Charles Lindbergh, who has connections on North Haven, Charles and Ann Mara Lindbergh in the 30s, was instrumental in making the first artificial heart available. He was very influential in making that happen. Did anyone know that? Right here, Maine's motto is, I lead, Dirigo. And here we are, LifeFlight, the last in the country to have emergency air medical service. Proud, huh? I'm not. I'm proud we have it now, but I think we've got to do better. The night my son Evan died, I got a call that he was in an accident, didn't know what was going on. So I sat there by my fireplace on Mount Desert, which is right under the LifeFlight path. They're there a lot. And I just was sitting there thinking of Evan, and I got this message. It wasn't a voice, it was a message that said, your daredevil child is a grown-up angel tonight. And I knew. And a couple hours later, I knew for sure. Since that time, I have had many, many, many connections with Evan, mostly in the form of conversations in writing. And recently, well, not so recently, 4 or 5 months ago now, I was writing, and it just kind of starts happening. My pen just starts going, and I heard, Dad, it's time for you to fly, to soar, to rocket propel yourself out of the world you're in and into the orbit you want to be in. That's great. Thanks, Ev. But how do I do that? Just do, Dad. Just be. Do what you're doing. Keep on doing what you're doing, only do more and do better. Dad, you have to believe in yourself. You're worth it. You have to be aware and care, or you're nowhere. Thanks, Ev, for that. He's had a lot of words of advice to me, continually, and they're not just to me, they're to everyone. So that's how dreams become realities. That's what creativity is all about. You have dreams, and you do things to make them come true. When I first talked to Amy about doing something for LifeFlight, there was an event on North Haven, and I called late to RSVP. She said, there's 70 people that already responded. It's going to be a great event. I asked, how much does a helicopter cost? She said, $7 million. So I did a little artist math and came up with this. 70 people, $7 million. Hey, that's only $100,000 each for those 70 people. That's not bad. And I was thinking of doing something like a $7,000 watercolor raffle for like $5 or $10 a pop, which I've done a lot of, and they've usually raised more than twice the face value. And then I remembered what Ev said. He said, Dad, do more. Do better. You're worth it. And that struck loud and clear. And I started talking with Amy and thinking about what can I do? And instead of reinventing the wheel, I remembered these paintings I had done in 1985 when I just started flying and thinking very map-like. And I started North Haven number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. They kind of did a little evolution from fairly representational to fairly abstract and bold and expressive. And number 6 over here was actually the most representational, the last one. So I thought, I've been hanging on to those. It's just in the back of the studio. I liked them a lot. I want to keep them for some reason. They were significant pieces to me. And I thought, why am I keeping them? It's like buried treasure. Let's do something with it. And he said, Dad, do something with it.